Hello? In a world buzzing with talk of electric cars, you might think the age of the petrol engine is over. We see new electric vehicles, or EVs, almost every day. They are quiet, they are clean, and they are supposedly the future. Japan, a country known for its amazing technology, is at the center of this electric revolution. Companies are racing to build the next great EV. So it might surprise you to learn that one of the most popular cars in Japan today is not a futuristic electric machine. It is a small, boxy car with a petrol engine. A rather brilliant little thing called the Suzuki Spacia Gear. This isn't just any small car. The Spacia Gear is what the Japanese call a K-car. These are tiny cars with tiny engines, made especially for Japan's narrow city streets. They are incredibly popular, but the Spacia Gear's success is special. It seems to be laughing in the face of the electric car trend. While others are plugging in, thousands of people are happily driving away in this petrol-powered hero. It makes you stop and think. It makes you ask a very important question. In a country so focused on the future of electric power, why is this humble petrol car still winning the hearts of so many drivers? The answer is not as simple as you might think. It is not because Japanese people dislike new technology. Far from it. The answer lies in good, old-fashioned common sense. It is about understanding what people actually need for their daily lives, right now, in the year 2025. The Spacia Gear is popular because it is a brilliant solution to real-world problems. It is practical, affordable, and incredibly clever in its design. It shows that sometimes the smartest choice is not the newest or the most fashionable one. It is the one that simply works best. So let's take a closer look at this little champion. We'll explore why the electric dream has a few hiccups and how the Spacia Gear neatly sidesteps them. We will look at its design, its engine, and the smart hybrid technology that makes it so efficient. This is the story of how a small car with a petrol engine is not just surviving, but thriving. It is a lesson in how focusing on what people truly need can lead to great success. It is a story about the triumph of practical thinking over futuristic promises, and it all starts with a very clever little box on wheels. Electric cars are a fantastic idea. On paper, they are perfect. You plug them in at night, and in the morning you have a full tank. No more smelly petrol stations, no more engine noise. You are saving the planet, one silent journey at a time. This is the dream that car companies are selling us. And for some people, in some places, this dream is already a reality. They have a garage at home to charge their car, and their daily journeys are short and predictable. For them, an EV is a wonderful thing. But for many others, especially in a crowded country like Japan, the dream has a few practical problems. The biggest problem is charging. Finding a place to plug in your car is not always easy. If you live in a city apartment building, you probably do not have your own private garage. Where do you charge your car overnight? You have to rely on public charging stations, but there are often not enough of them. Imagine driving around, looking for a free spot, just like you would for parking. Then, you have to wait. Charging an EV is not like filling a petrol tank, which takes 5 minutes. A full charge can take hours. This is fine if you can leave it overnight, but it is a real headache if you are in a hurry. Then there is the price. Electric cars are still quite expensive to buy. Yes, the government might give you some money back to encourage you, but the initial cost is high. The batteries inside them are very complex and use rare materials, which makes them costly to produce. This high price tag puts EVs out of reach for many families and individuals who just need a simple, affordable car to get around. They look at the price of a new EV and compare it to a car like the Spacia Gear, and the choice becomes very clear. Affordability is a huge factor for most people. And right now, petrol cars are simply cheaper to buy. And what about the batteries themselves? They are the heart of an electric car, but they also have their issues. Over time, batteries lose their ability to hold a full charge, just like the battery in your mobile phone. Replacing an EV battery is incredibly expensive, sometimes costing almost as much as a new small car. People worry about this. They also worry about how far they can drive on a single charge, a problem known as range anxiety. In cold weather, the battery's performance can drop significantly. All these worries make people hesitate. They want a car they can rely on, without the extra stress. Now, let's turn our attention back to our hero, the Suzuki Spacia Gear. This car is a masterclass in solving the problems we just talked about. It offers a simple, stress-free ownership experience that many people crave. Its biggest advantage is its petrol engine. You never have to worry about finding a charger or waiting for hours. You just pull into any of the thousands of petrol stations across the country, spend a few minutes filling the tank, and you are ready to go. This convenience is a massive advantage in a fast-paced world. It means freedom and flexibility, without any of the range anxiety that comes with an EV. The Spacia Gear is also brilliantly practical for everyday life. It is designed for the city. Its small size means you can navigate through tight streets and find parking spaces where larger cars simply cannot fit. This is a huge benefit in crowded Japanese cities like Tokyo or Osaka. But the cleverness does not stop there. The car is incredibly easy to use. The driving position is high, giving you a great view of the road. The controls are simple and clear. It is a car that does not try to intimidate you with complicated technology. It just gets on with the job of being a useful and reliable companion for your daily errands, school runs, and weekend trips. Furthermore, the Spacia Gear is wonderfully affordable. From the moment you buy it to the day you sell it, it is designed to save you money. The initial purchase price is much lower than that of almost any new electric car. This makes it accessible to a much wider range of people, from young drivers buying their first car to older people who need a reliable vehicle on a budget. The running costs are also low. Its fuel efficiency is excellent, which we will discuss more later, and its maintenance is simple and inexpensive. Suzuki has a well-earned reputation for building durable, reliable cars that do not cost a fortune to keep on the road. This combination of convenience, practicality, and affordability is the Spacia Gear's secret weapon. It directly addresses the main concerns that people have about electric vehicles. It does not ask drivers to change their habits or worry about new technology. Instead, it offers a familiar and dependable solution that fits perfectly into their existing lives. It proves that you do not need to reinvent the wheel to make a successful car. You just need to understand what people really want and give it to them in a well-designed package. The Spacia Gear is proof that good, old-fashioned common sense can be the most innovative feature of all. At first glance, the Suzuki Spacia Gear looks like a box on wheels. And well, it is. But this is not a boring box. It is a very clever and stylish box. The design is one of its biggest attractions. It has a fun, adventurous look, almost like a miniature SUV. The round headlights give it a friendly face, and the tough-looking plastic trim around the bottom suggests it is ready for a bit of adventure. It is a design that says, I might be small, but I am full of character. This unique style helps it stand out from other small cars that can often look a bit plain and uninspired. The boxy shape is not just for looks, it is for a very important reason: space. The designers at Suzuki have used every possible centimeter to create an interior that feels surprisingly large. The high roof means there is plenty of headroom, even for tall people. You never feel cramped inside a Spacia Gear. The large windows let in a lot of light, making the cabin feel airy and open. It is a brilliant piece of design magic. They have taken the tiny footprint of a K car and created a space that feels more like a much larger vehicle. It is perfect for small families, or for anyone who needs to carry things around. One of the most brilliant features of the Spacia Gear is its sliding rear doors. On one or both sides, depending on the model, the door slides back instead of swinging open. This is a game changer in tight parking spots. You can open the door fully without worrying about hitting the car next to you. It makes getting children in and out of their car seats incredibly easy. It is also perfect for loading shopping or other items in a crowded car park. It is a simple idea, but it makes a huge difference in everyday usability. It is another example of Suzuki focusing on real-world convenience. Inside, the cleverness continues. The seats can be folded down in various ways to create a huge flat load area. You can fit a bicycle in the back, or camping equipment, or even use it as a small camper for a weekend away. The dashboard is full of useful storage spots for your phone, drinks, and other small items. Everything is designed to be useful and easy to reach. The Spacia Gear proves that a car's design is not just about how it looks on the outside. It is about how it works on the inside to make your life easier. And in that respect, this little box is a work of genius. You might be thinking, if the Spacia Gear is a petrol car, how can it compete with the efficiency of an EV? This is where Suzuki has been very clever. The Spacia Gear is not just a simple petrol car, it is a mild hybrid. This sounds complicated, but the idea is actually very simple and very effective. It has a normal small petrol engine, but it also has a tiny electric motor and a small battery. This is not a full hybrid system like you would find in a Toyota Prius, where the car can run on electric power alone. It is a much simpler, lighter, and cheaper system designed to do one thing: save petrol. Here is how it works. When you slow down or brake, the system captures the energy that is normally wasted. It uses this energy to charge the small battery. Then, when you start the car or accelerate, the little electric motor gives the petrol engine a gentle boost. This means the petrol engine does not have to work as hard, so it uses less fuel. The system also runs the car's electronics, like the radio and air conditioning, when the engine stops automatically at a red light. This feature, called idle stop, saves even more fuel in city traffic. It is a simple, smart way to improve efficiency without the cost and complexity of a full hybrid or EV system. The results are fantastic. The Spacia Gear achieves amazing mileage, often getting over 20 kilometers per liter of petrol. This is incredibly good for any car, let alone one with so much space inside. It means that running a Spacia Gear is very cheap. You spend less time and money at the petrol station, which is something everyone can appreciate. This excellent fuel economy is a key reason for its popularity. It offers some of the benefits of an electric car, lower running costs, without any of the downsides, like charging times or range anxiety. It is the best of both worlds. This mild hybrid technology is a perfect example of Suzuki's philosophy. They did not chase the headline-grabbing technology of full EVs. Instead, they looked at what they could do to make their existing proven technology better. They created a system that is affordable to build, which keeps the car's price low. It is also lightweight, so it does not spoil the car's nimble handling, and it is reliable, using components that are built to last. It is a sensible, practical, and highly effective solution that gives drivers a real, measurable benefit every single day. It is not the future, perhaps, but it is a brilliant solution for the present. Just when you thought the Spacia Gear could not get any better, Suzuki has given it an update for 2025. This is not a complete redesign because why would you change a winning formula? Instead, they are focused on making small but meaningful improvements that make the car even more appealing. The changes show that Suzuki is listening to its customers and is committed to keeping this little car at the top of its game. The new 2025 model builds on the strengths of the previous version, adding more style, safety, and technology to the mix. It is a process of careful evolution, not a risky revolution. First, let's talk about the looks. The basic adventurous style remains, but it has been sharpened up. The front grille and bumper have a new, more modern design. There are also new color options available, allowing owners to personalize their car and make it stand out even more. These are subtle changes, but they help to keep the design fresh and exciting. The interior has also seen some upgrades, with new seat fabrics and trim materials that give the cabin a more premium feel. Suzuki understands that even in a practical, affordable car, people still appreciate good design and a touch of quality. More importantly, the 2025 Spacia Gear comes with more advanced safety features. Safety is a top priority for all drivers, especially those with families. The new model includes an improved version of Suzuki's safety support system. This uses cameras and sensors to watch the road. It can warn the driver of potential dangers and can even apply the brakes automatically to help avoid a collision. It also includes features like lane departure warning, which helps you stay in your lane on the motorway, and adaptive cruise control, which automatically keeps a safe distance from the car in front. These are features you would normally expect to find on much more expensive cars. Finally, there have been some useful technology upgrades inside the cabin. The central touchscreen infotainment system has been updated with a new, faster interface and better smartphone connectivity. This makes it easier to use navigation, listen to music, and make hands-free calls. There are also more USB ports for charging devices, which is a small but very welcome addition in today's connected world. These upgrades are not just gadgets for the sake of it. They are thoughtful improvements that make the car easier and more pleasant to live with every day, reinforcing the Spacia Gear's reputation as a car that is built around the needs of its owner. So, we come back to our original question. Why is the Suzuki Spacia Gear outsmarting fancy electric cars in Japan? The answer, as we have seen, is beautifully simple. Suzuki has focused on what the majority of people need right now, not on what some people think they will need in the distant future. They have created a car that is perfectly suited to the realities of modern urban life. It is a car that solves problems instead of creating new ones. While EVs grapple with issues of cost, charging infrastructure, and practicality, the Spacia Gear offers a complete, reliable, and affordable package today. The Spacia Gear's success is a lesson in smart strategy. Instead of pouring all their resources into the high-risk, high-cost race for pure electric vehicles, Suzuki has perfected what it does best. They have taken the humble K car and elevated it with a stylish design, an incredibly spacious interior, and clever, mild hybrid technology. They have given people a car that is cheap to buy, cheap to run, and incredibly easy to live with. It delivers tangible benefits, like sliding doors and amazing fuel economy, that people can appreciate every single time they use the car. It is a triumph of practical engineering over marketing hype. This does not mean that electric cars are bad. They are an important part of our automotive future, and their technology will continue to improve. But the Spacia Gear reminds us that the road to the future is not always a straight line. There is room for different solutions for different people. For millions of drivers in Japan and around the world, a car that is affordable, reliable, and convenient is more important than having the very latest technology. The Spacia Gear is the perfect car for them. It meets their needs without compromise and without forcing them to change their lives to suit the car. In the end, the Suzuki Spacia Gear wins because it is honest. It does not promise to save the world overnight. It promises to be a faithful, useful, and fun companion for your daily adventures. And it delivers on that promise brilliantly. It shows that true innovation is not always about radical new ideas. Sometimes it is about taking a good idea and making it better, smarter, and more accessible for everyone. In the great race between the steady tortoise and the flashy hare, Suzuki has bet on the tortoise. And right now, in the showrooms and on the streets of Japan, the tortoise is winning. And that is, when you think about it, a rather wonderful thing.